Yes, so guys. Hope all is well, man. Hope you guys had a very good day, very productive day. And before I get into this one, I just wanted to have like a little bit of a talk, a little bit of a chat with you guys. Is like recently I just reached or crossed 20 subscribers, so I know it's very little. It doesn't really seem like a lot, but it means a lot to me, especially like just starting out. And I am seeing that you guys are enjoying like the NBA reactions because for me, yeah, I feel like I'm having the most like joy or fun doing more NBA content as opposed to like football content at the moment, right? Even though like I've grown up my whole life like being involved in football, but like at the moment like the NBA, like that's I'm not gonna lie, that's where my heart is at the moment, and it's nice to see that you guys are enjoying that. Also, in my opinion, I feel like the best thing is like interacting with you lot. So, for example, I was one of the best interactions I've had so far is with DeAndres. He's like a Spanish Celtics fan. So like, I was chopping it up with him in the comment section. So it's like to the rest of you guys that I'm interacting with in the comment section, it's like I'm actually like enjoying it low key, because like just hearing guys like DeAndres from Spain, growing up in Spain and then being a Celtics fan, like speaking to guys in Europe about the NBA, it's kind of like lit. I ain't gonna lie, I've been enjoying like the interacting with you lot in the comment section. So yeah, I'm just here to say like thank you, but like man, it's really up for me. I just gotta keep going. But I am enjoying these reactions, bro. Trust me. And we've got another good one. We've got Phoenix Suns versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. I was hearing, you know, the buzzwords. I've been hearing that, hearing that, and Loki kind of went off in this game. So enough talking, man. Let's just see this one right here, man. Phoenix Suns versus Minnesota Timberwolves. I kind of like the Timberwolves jerseys right there. Very classic retro vibe. Oh, is Booker not in the game today? Booker ain't in the game. Alright. Got Allen. Euro step. 1-2. Allen's kind of had a couple of good games this year. I feel like though, Booker has kind of like allowed like other players in this team to shine, like Jalen Green here and there. You've got Dylan Brooks, who's also had a couple of good games. So like the Suns, it's kind of like all hands on deck for a lot of players. Like a lot of players are kind of putting their imprint on games. Dylan Brooks, I was just talking about him there with a nice tough move in the mid range, pull up three. Suns are 7th in the West. You got Timberwolves 6th in the West. Anthony Edwards blow by. Sheesh. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Like the most impressive thing about Ant-Man, he came into the league known as like a slasher, like a pure slasher, bro. And then for him to develop a jumper, it's kind of cold, man. I rate the guy. Like he's now one of the premier jump shooters. He'll make you pay. It's insane, like the development from him. Obviously, in my opinion, he's still nice floater. He's still about a bit behind from like, Ant. He's still a bit behind from the high echelon of players. Because, for example, a lot of people were talking about Ant and Jason Tatum in the same conversation in the offseason. I'm like, what? You better calm down, boy. Like, I rate Ant, but he's not Tatum level yet. And I feel like that's a bit disingenuous on Tatum as well. But, like, you see that kind of bracket of, like, Shea, Tatum, Luka, like, Giannis, that kind of... He's not there yet, but he's in that tier below, What would you guys say if that tier below is? Like, the KDs of the world, the... Steph's, he's in that bracket, Obviously, I'm not saying overall, like all the time, those two guys are better than Ant, but like at the moment, like, you know what I mean? Like a good, like a little tier two, Ant is there, man. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Wembenyama, yeah, man. Like his trajectory, like the way he's been able to build on his jump shot, and it's not like he built on his jump shot to become a very good jump shooter. Like he's one of the elite shooters in this league. Like when you think of the elite shooters in this league now, you kind of have to count Ant-Man in that list. He gets a tough jumper there in the mid range. But yeah, man, that's just my thoughts on Ant. Over the last like couple of seasons. Alright, Randall. I feel like some. Do you guys feel like Randall hasn't always had like the most consistent jump shot, but over the years, I don't know. It looks like season in, season out, he's been able to like get a more consistent jumper from three at least. You know. Oh, obviously he had that problem where he was only going to the. Was it his left? Like he was left predominantly. Like he couldn't go right or what in the playoffs. Oh, geez, that was bad. That was bad. I ain't gonna lie. What the hell was that? Oh boy. Hey man. Listen, we all, have a bit of stinkers here and there, but wait. Yeah, Rand was hitting them. Rudy Gobert dunk. Grayson Allen. Yeah, he's talking about shooters. I wouldn't say he's elite, but he's a very good shooter. As much as people don't like him for being, he could be a bit controversial at times on the court, a bit, questionable with his plays, but very good jump shooter. Kind of have to give him that one. Bro, where's my boy? That's Highland. Where's my boy Dillingham? Bro, what do you guys think they should do with Rob Dillingham? Like, listen, yeah, I just feel like obviously it would never work with the Timberwolves. He kind of needs to go somewhere else. What team would you guys like to see him in? And how do you guys think? Yeah, the team that he goes to, crazy shot from Ant. The team that he goes to. How do you think? Like, what do you think they should do to utilize to like get the best out of Rob? Because he's a talented offensive player, but I don't know. Just hasn't been able to work with the Timberwolves, man. Highland gets it to go. That's kind of crazy, So, oh, I thought he was gonna go for the jumper. That would have been a sweet move right there. Is that a travel though? You guys let me know. Do you think he done that on purpose? Like, do you think he meant that, or was that accidental? That was kind of nice, but is that is that a travel, guys? If it wasn't, that looked sweet, like. Randall, bang. Yo, what the heck was that for? That, bro. Oh, nice shot. That's two questionable jump shots where I'm like, what the hell? That follow through was kind of unique. Let's just put it that way. Nice layup there. Royce, I know. Bro, how Phoenix have been in the lead this entire game without Green and Booker, bro. That's a bit mad. Like, Timberwolves are kind of like full strength as well. They've got all their pieces. Okay, tie game at the moment. Alright, Julius Randle. He's been in love with that mid-range jumper this game. That's the second time I've seen Brooks do that. Does he have that move in his bag? Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yeah. Nah, Ann is a joke, man. Bro, okay, I can kind of see why people fuck with Ant, but like, I don't know. On the court though, allow that with Tatum. Like, let's calm down with that one, please. But he could be jokes at times, He's a W. I could tell he's a W guy, Like, if your teammates with him, yeah, you're gonna be enjoying life, bro. Like, every day at work, because basketball's work for these guys, isn't it? Like every day we'll turning up to work, bro. It'll be good time. Nas Reed. Yeah, bro. They even got Nas Reed in the game. Like, how have they been like behind this entire game? Nice play. Gillespie. I'm not gonna lie, Gillespie, watching him last season, at the coming into the end of the season, like when they brought him into the rotation, yo, Suns kind of started to cook a bit, to the point where people actually, I don't know, as bad as they've been throughout like majority of the season, like he was cooking a bit and the Suns were cooking a bit when they decided to put him in the rotation. Ant was, I was about to say if he made that, like, Ant was on him, entire possession. Nice play. Hundred to 97. 5 minutes to play. Gillespie. Sheesh. Oh, that's a nice pass. That's a nice find, That's a nice find. To Ant-Man. Bro, you can't stop him when he's zooming like that to the rim. 1 point game. Oh, he plays it smart. I thought he was gonna go up for the shot there, but guess that was the better IQ play. Just running down time. Free throw line. 108 to 105. Alright, man. What did the Timberwolves have? Man, I'm not gonna lie. That's a bad loss for the Timberwolves, bro. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, Anthony Edwards, 40-point game. Oh, he low-key shot the ball efficiently, though. He shot the ball efficiently. 15 for 21. I'm trying to see the free throws. Okay, it wasn't even that much, bro. Okay, damn. Must have been like cool hoops in this one then. 15 for 21 on 40 points. 21 for Randall. Efficient clip for him as well. You know what I mean? 8 assists for Randall. He had a very good game. 9 rebounds for Ant. 15 for Rudy. 8 rebounds. Bro, Bones, from the highlights, it looked like, he was a busy guy. 14 points from the bench. Good production. Got here, Kind of all round scoring, a bit spread it out. Where's Gillespie? That's okay. Oh, 4. Okay, 4 is this. I would have thought he would have had a bit more, like around 8 to 10. Alright, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This was a bad loss for the Timberwolves, considering like Pheonix ain't got 2 of their best scorers and their best player as well, best playmaker, their best everything, and alongside their 2 best scorers in Devin Booker and Jalen Green. You would expect the Timberwolves, I'm not gonna lie, at full strength. They've got all their pieces at their disposal to come out here with a win, and a convincing win. So for it to even be like a down to the wire game is a bit crazy. Like, it's a bit crazy, but for you to come out there with a loss, or for you to allow Phoenix to leave Minnesota with a win, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about that one, guys. You guys let me know. That's a bad loss in my opinion, if you ask me. But Ant done his thing, man. Ant done his thing, bro. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one.